you can review that later. Okay, so everything happens on your screen, on my screen will be recorded. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, teacher.
I can
Yeah,
hear it
yes, I
clearly.
can.
Sorry,
I can hear it.
I have problem with my microphone, so I repeat some important thing. So first of all, you have to solve problems in the chapter. Not all the problems you get in the books, but you have to solve the required problems. For example, for the chapter 1, you have, let's say, 10 problems. For the chapter number 2, you have 15 problems and so on. Then you have to solve them and write them down in your notebooks. Then at the end of the semester, you have to count the number of problems you solved. Okay? And now about the midterm score, we will have uh, one part is the score that is based on your number of solved problems. The second part is the online quizzes. The third part and the most important one is the paper test. You have 2 paper tests in the semester. When we have the offline class, we will do the paper test. So remember, for the midterm score, 50% of the subject scores, you will have uh, online quizzes, you will have paper tests, and then the attendance as the number of the problem you solved. Okay, is it clear? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Do you have any question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any question?
Yes. How about the percent of the number of record question we show on the notebook?
Yeah, it's I will assign a score for that. Let's say 10 for the one who had the maximum number, the maximum value of the number of problems. Let's say in general you have 200 problems to solve, and you solve 150, and the number of problem you solve is the maximum of the whole classes, then you get the number 10 for this, and I will correct the attendance. So because now we have to have the class online, so I will count the number of the participants today and later, next week and the week later. But when we have offline class, maybe I don't take the attendance list, but I will accept your attendance by counting the problem you solve in your notebook. It is clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, it will ease our work. And now let's come back to the syllabus. Come back to the syllabus. You can see here we have the course goals, G1, G2, and so on. And we have the ELO. This is the expected learning outcomes. We have here some specific goals. So let's read through that. And as you experience in the physics 1 final exam, we will get you will get some questions in the exam paper, and at the back side of the exam paper you will see the ELO. For example, ELO, let's say 1.1 is for the question number 1, question number 2 related to the ELO 2.1 and so on, right? So it's also the guide for you when you get the final exam. So this is about the ELO. This is percentage of the score, but this is a little bit modified, as I told you before. But the percentage of the midterm and the final exam are the same, 50% and 50%. Okay, so in my experience, you have to get the highest midterm score as you can, so that you will get the high score, because normally for the final exam, I don't know how, but students get the very low mark of score for the final exam. Okay, so when you want to know how is or how will the final exam be, you can look back to the LMS course in the introduction. When you scroll down, you will see some old final exams. Can you see it in my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So you will see here, I put here 3 exams. The first one is the first semester of the last 2 years. The second one is a little bit older. The third one too. But later maybe I will put the exam of the last semester. So the first semester of this academic year. Okay, so you will see how will the exam be. Now let's click on that and open it to have the feeling of how the exam will be. Okay, can you see that now? This is the final exam of the academic year 2018-2019 semester, first semester. Okay, so the structure of the exam will be like that. First of all, we will have 4 quiz question or 4 multiple choice question. Let's say question 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. Okay, and then we have 2 other questions, question number 5 and 6, which is 1 mark each. And then we have another 3 questions. This is 2 marks each. So totally you have 10 marks in the exam. In my opinion, or in the opinion of our lecturers here in our university, the 4 first questions is just like a gift for you, because the question here will be similar to the questions that occurs in the online quizzes already. Do you understand what I mean? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, because you had it in the online quizzes already. Now the question here are similar to that. So in our opinions, you will get the maximum 2 marks of the 4 questions here, right? This is our thought, but it isn't the practice. So in the practice, the student can't or couldn't get that. I don't know why. Sometimes some people have the correct answer already, but then they uh, modify that. They modify that. Let's say they choose the first choice was A, but they don't use the A anymore. It changed it to B, but B is the wrong. A is the right answer. That's why people couldn't get the highest score for the first 4 questions here. Okay, so when you go through the test here, you will see it's difficult for you because now you I can say that you don't have anything about the electricity, magnetism, and so on. But later, after the course, you will solve it. I believe that. But I don't know if you believe it or not. Okay, so now I have to reduce my voice a little bit. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And now let's come back to the course again, the syllabus. We have here the schedule, so we have to follow that. And you will see here, you have to work at home. We have 3 credits for this course. It means we have to have 3 hours in the class, either in online or offline class, and you have to have 6 hours to work by yourself at home. So it's a little bit difficult for you because you have to arrange or schedule your time at home so that you can read the theory, the books, and solve problem. Okay. In the schedule, we have totally 15 weeks. So this is the first week, and then we can follow the schedule here. For the first week here, week number 1, we have to have the first chapter, the week number 2, the second chapter, and so on. Okay, so we try to keep this schedule. Some of the chapter you have to do it by yourself at home. When you scroll down, you will find some parts that will not be discussed in the class you read the theory and solve problem by yourself. Of course, when you have problem or some difficulties, then you can ask me, you can email me, or you can post your question in the LMS, and then I can answer you later. Okay, so for now I told you about the syllabus already. Do you have any question? Can you ask me, or can you can type your question in the chat window? Any question? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how I can type in the chat section. Okay, any question? So now let's go to the first chapter in the book, and you have 10 minutes to read through. The course. Let's click in the text here, or the presentation first. Where is my... Okay, electric field. Go to the presentation here, and open it. Okay, so please read through the presentation here. I have 71 slides, but you need not to read all of them. Let's go from the first slide here. And at the slide 19. Okay, from slide 1 to slide 19 in 10 minutes. And I will ask you answer later. So you have 10 minutes from now.